Attorneys for the Baltimore Police Union are fighting a proposal to change a state statute that Commissioner Michael Harrison says would make it easier to fire police officers charged with crimes. WMAR2 News' Mark Roper is outside City Police headquarters with more on that. So, Mark, what do the union leaders think should happen here instead?
Good morning, Christian. Well, the attorneys for union leaders argue that officers should be entitled to have their day in court first, that they shouldn't be fired based on charges, but only after they've been found guilty of a crime. Now, last week in Annapolis, Commissioner Michael Harrison proposed changes to Maryland's Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights to be able to hold officers more accountable for crimes committed while on duty. Meanwhile, activists have come out in support of more police accountability in the wake of George Floyd's death in police custody in Minneapolis in May. Minneapolis has already fired those officers, even though they have yet to be tried in court. Now, Commissioner Harrison says if something like the death of George Floyd were to happen here in Baltimore, the state's laws would prevent him from being able to fire the officers. Harrison detailed several incidents in which he says the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights went too far in protecting officers accused of crimes. He says he should be able to fire officers if they are charged with felonies or misdemeanors, but right now those officers can't be fired until they are convicted. But on Wednesday, an attorney for the Baltimore Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 3, sent this letter to the police department. The letter lays blame at the police department itself for not being able to handle internal investigations quickly. Attorney Michael Davies says the rush to fire officers deprives them of their constitutional right to due process, as well as violates the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights. Now, the police union's attorney says the changes proposed by the police commissioner last week would harm all police officers in the state. And the attorney for the police union argues that the Bill of Rights does hold officers accountable once they are found guilty of a crime. We are live in downtown Baltimore Police Headquarters. Mark Roper, WMAR2 News.